Hey everybody, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher. Welcome back out to the range. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Henry X chambered in 4570 with a Vortex 3 to 12 scope on top. Let's get going. Okay everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing the Henry 4570. We have it out at the range. We have the Vortex 3 to 12 optic on it, and we're going to be doing some sighting in. I have this sped up, and it was a busy day at the range, so I had to just kind of shoot and be a regular pedestrian at the range and didn't have it all to myself, unfortunately. So here we are, just getting the gun sighted in, making some test shots, making the changes on it necessary to prepare for hunting. So this is the gun, one of the two guns that I'm going to be taking hunting in the Pennsylvania deer hunt rifle season this year. We're taking this Henry 4570 Model X series with me, and then I'm also going to be taking my Marlin 336 chambered in 3030 with me. These are both fairly lightweight and fairly good cartridges, not for shooting long range, but for the whitetail that we hope to encounter in more closer range type scenarios. There is just something nostalgic and fun about going out hunting with your lever action rifle, and that's what I'm trying to capture this year. Last couple of years I've used more of a bolt action type, but this year I'm going with my dad's 3030 and I'm going to go with my Henry Big X. It should be fun. I'm shooting some rounds. I've got some Winchester jacketed hollow points. They're kind of soft points. As you can see here, not tremendous velocities out of the 16-inch barrel, around 1,700 feet per second. I'm just kind of getting that so I can get my drop chart and everything set up for understanding how this rifle is shooting. This is just good old standard Winchester hunting ammunition. Some of it goes a little bit higher. I'm not sure why we got some spikes like that, but that was sort of interesting in all of it. So let's take a look at the add up. So for the add up, we had an average of 1,719 feet per second for 1,500 energy foot-pounds. Again, pretty sure that's plenty enough to take down a whitetail at likely the 30 to 50 yards that I'll be hunting at. These are just some of the sight-in things that I was doing. It's where I was just initially just trying to get it sighted in. I was kind of like way down here is where it came on, but was able to zero it in. These are a couple of groups I shot. Just a 3-shot group up here. We are only at 50 yards, so. And then 4-shot group down here. And yeah, again, that was the initial. So sighted in at 50 yards, or sorry, seems like a pretty good place to sight in the 4570. Basically looking at some of the drops, so. All right, well, finally got the 4570 out to the range. Got this new Vortex 3 to 12 on it. It is about as I expected, during the daylight. It's just fine. I think over when things get darker in the morning, that 1-inch tube is maybe going to be a little bit of a hindrance. It's 12 power, you got to be right on it. Otherwise you're missing that scope, and you got to kind of be right in that eye box. As you go down in power, you can be really far back. It's actually pretty good. Closer, further, the eye box is pretty good. So when you're hunting, you may want to, certainly want to be at the 3 power when you're hunting, unless you got to zoom in. And then you only go up to 12 if you're on something real stable, would be my recommendation. And yeah, but loving my 4570. Let me know what you think. I think I ended up zeroing it at 41 yards, which I looked in it seems like it's kind of more to do with my range, but it seems like an odd spot to range it at. But when I looked at my ballistic calculator, that puts it like 0.2 of an inch or an inch. I drop at 100 and, about a 0.2 of an inch high at 20 yards, 25 yards. And so it seems like a pretty good spot. I'm definitely not going to be shooting this thing beyond 100 yards, especially here in eastern Pennsylvania. Unless, you hit on some crazy open corridor or you're hunting in the field. But yeah, I was a little worried that this might be a little close. I wouldn't be able to get it zeroed, but zeroed in just fine. So let me know what you think about the Henry X 4570, the Vortex 3 to 12 scope on it, and Nature Point Precision handguard, and kind of how we got it all set up. XS sights up top, Please put your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.